Hey everyone, David, Charts of the Day. Good to have you back. Today's Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. I'm going to start off with the 5-day chart on Amazon, and for good reason. So I kind of took us through this chart yesterday, of course, before today, and I had mentioned that we were kind of up here and that it needed to bust up confidently above this trend line, this upper trend line. And that's what I was hoping for. What I did last night, and I mentioned this to one of my family members, to put a auto sell in for 234.20, whether it sells pre-market or during the market or post-market or whatever, just make an automatic sell at 234.20. So what happened today was, as you can see here, right here, the market opened and the stock immediately went up quickly. And it hit mine and my other family members' auto sell at 234.20, and then proceeded to go up to 234.64, and it had just gotten above that upper line there, and boom, it was ugly all the way down to the lower trend line. If you look down here, you see how I draw this lower trend line from this tip to this tip and then straight out. This tip actually was almost perfectly touching the lower trend line, and then it bounced up a little bit. So we basically had a start at the upper trend line all the way down to the 5-day lower trend line before it kind of bounced, and then has kind of bounced around some. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you know, tomorrow, we're 2 days out, basically tomorrow, and then Thursday afternoon, after the bell, the quarterly report is out on Amazon, and I'm a little shocked that the stock did so poorly today with earnings coming up on such a short period of time. So that's kind of where we're at long term. You can see it's still, if you look at the overall trend line for 5 days, it's still trending up, but this was a really ugly pullback today. So I bought here, let me highlight this. I bought here yesterday at 232.60 and sold up here this morning, and it was, again, an auto sell, so it happened very quickly. As a matter of fact, this candle was going up so fast that my auto sell of 234.20 actually ended up selling for 234.30. It actually closed 10 cents higher because my trade basically couldn't catch up with the candle, which was a good thing in this case. So anyway, that's that. Here we go. I'm having trouble with my, there we go. There we go. And one more. I'm not sure why I have so many arrows on here, but nonetheless, let me remove all this and get rid of that. Take us now to the same day, 1 day, and we'll go to 10 minutes, which is the time frame that I trade on. Okay, so let me move this out of the way here. So this is just a plain candles, and I mean, if you sold up here where I did, it was almost a miracle. So for those that sold where I did, clap, clap, clap. You did a good job. So let me go in, and I'm going to put the first study up here that I thought would be worthwhile today, and for a couple reasons. So this is my buy-sell signals chart, and you can see it was given a buy signal pre-market, and then as soon as the market opened, pretty much within 2 minutes or so, the sell signal hit, because then it just dived. And I had burnt all of my trading capital for today up here selling. So it was basically just a watch for me today, the rest of the day. So it came down and got a buy signal down here. Right here, I would not have bought here because it's an indecision candle. But here it would have been okay to buy, and that would have been around 230.75 up to around 231.69. So 95 cents or so. That wouldn't have been a bad trade. And that would have been the only other real trade in my mind today, right in here. But I want you to notice something. As these candles go up, the volume average weighted price, VWAP, this is the pink line. And every time a candle got up to VWAP, you see that? There was a resistance and pullback. And then it rode along, touched it a little bit up, resistance and pullback. So again, I don't want to be a dead horse, but VWAP is very important because if you can get confidently above VWAP, usually a full candle above VWAP, that's usually a good sign of things. And here it just struggled. It struggled all afternoon, really all day from the second candle on. And it did have a buy here, but there was nothing here and a sell. So that's the first one I want to show you. The second one is what I call kernel. This is more of a coloration chart. So you can see, let me pull this over here, move myself around a little bit here today. Again, pink is sell. You can see down here sell with the pink dot. Buy, it's telling you to buy here again. To me, these are all indecision candles here, and then kind of a weak, I think I'm going to go up signal. But in any case, this would have been the area to buy in. You can see it saying buy up here and then sell here, changes color again, move myself over, and then sell toward the end of the day. I'm a little taken back that it didn't curve up at the end of the day, but you know, it is what it is, and you just have to take what comes your way. And then we have the fib. Let me do this. Fib levels, fib retracement levels, and again, way up here you're at 100%. It was just down all day today for the most part. It finished the trading day right at about the 0.236 fib line, still a little bit below VWAP. Just really weak, and you can see these are big sells. You see the big 686, big sell, big sell, big sell, big sell. You did have a few bigger buys in here, but it just didn't move the needle. And so that's that. So we have tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow? Well, tomorrow is the Jerome Powell from the Fed is going to speak. I'm guessing he's going to say interest rates are going to remain the same. They're not going to go down for next month. I think that's what most experts are expecting. So it's either going to be flat, nobody's going to care, or maybe it'll trip the market down. You never know when the Fed's going to speak. But hopefully in the next month or two, we're going to start hearing rate cuts, because we need to get some news on that front to move stocks up. In any case, we have that tomorrow. And then, of course, tomorrow is Wednesday, the day before earnings report, Thursday after the bell for Amazon. I'm looking and, we'll have to see what it does overnight. But, if I can get in this range, 130, 132 tomorrow, I mean, it seems like a good way to go. We'll have to see. I've been a little bit taken aback by today, so I'm not sure where we're at. But again, going back to that first chart I had, we were at the bottom of the lower trend line. So, and then it moved up some. So that's support. So I'm hoping that, 231, 232 might be a good place to get in. The volume today was at 33 million. For the 10-day average, it was 36 million. So a little under the 10-day average, but nothing horrendous. So volume was okay today. All right, that's all I have for you today. Please hit like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. and I will see you guys